I'm about to tell you something that no one else has the balls to say. Your life is a mess, and it's your fault. But guess what? It doesn't have to stay that way. If you've ever looked in the mirror and hated the loser staring back at you, this is your wake-up call. I'm going to show you exactly how to unfuck your life, step by step. No bullshit. You want to go from zero to hero? Then stick around, because this is where the real men are made. It's time to stop whining and start winning. Let's get down to business. Take complete ownership of your life. The moment I decided to take complete ownership of my life was the moment everything started to change. And trust me, I didn't just wake up one day and suddenly have it all figured out. Far from it. I was in a dark place, lost, overwhelmed, and honestly, pretty fucking hopeless. But the truth is, no one was going to save me. I had to step up and take responsibility for where I was, no matter how much it sucked. And let me tell you, it's not easy. It's painful to look at yourself in the mirror and admit that you've played a role in your own downfall. But here's the thing. Until you do that, you're just running in circles. Nothing changes until you decide to take control. Face the facts. Stop making excuses. Acknowledge your role in your current situation. Write down what's wrong and honestly assess your part in it. Set specific goals for change. For me, it was waking up earlier to work on personal growth. Small steps create big results. And keep a journal and track your progress. Be honest about your successes and setbacks. No more blaming others, only self-reflection and action. Cut out toxic people. Cutting out toxic people was one of the hardest but most liberating decisions I ever made. I was surrounded by negativity, friends who never supported me, people who dragged me down with their constant drama. It felt like I was swimming with weights around my ankles. And let me tell you, you can't rise above if you're drowning in bad company. Make a list of the people who consistently bring negativity into your life. Once you've identified them, create some distance. It's not about being rude. It's about protecting your mental space. Start by reducing your interactions, and if necessary, gradually cut ties. Now, you don't want to end up as a loner, so start replacing your old folks with new positive and upbringing friends. Remember, the road to unfucking your life starts with removing what's dragging you down. Be patient with yourself and stay committed to creating a positive environment. Cut distractions and find purpose. If you're feeling lost, overwhelmed, and stuck in a cycle of distractions, you're not alone. A lot of you are wasting precious time on things that don't matter, while your real goals and dreams get pushed aside. Think about this. Every minute you spend scrolling through social media or binge-watching shows is a minute you're not moving towards your dreams. It's easy to get trapped in these distractions, convincing yourself they're harmless, but in reality, they're robbing you of your potential. The first step to breaking free is recognizing what's truly important to you. What do you want to achieve? What makes you feel fulfilled? Focusing on your purpose means making a conscious decision to prioritize these things over mindless distractions. It's about drawing a clear line between what's urgent and what's important. Transforming your life starts with small changes. It's not about a complete overhaul overnight, but about gradually shifting your focus to what really matters. Every effort you make to eliminate distractions brings you one step closer to achieving your goals. Get your physical health in order. Let's get one thing straight. You don't need to eat like a caveman. I know you've probably seen a ton of people pushing the carnivore diet, telling you to go all in on meat and ditch everything else. Look, if that works for them, fine, but it's not the only way. You don't need to jump on every diet trend to get your life together. What you need is balance. And let's talk about training. There's this idea that you need to train 5 hours a day, 7 days a week to get anywhere. That's nonsense. You don't need to kill yourself in the gym to see results. Start small. Get moving for 20 minutes a day, do some push-ups, go for a walk, whatever gets you off the couch. It's not about how much you do. It's about doing something consistently. Gradually, add more exercise and ditch processed foods. Also make sleep a priority. Your energy levels will rise, your mood will improve, and suddenly, you'll have the mental clarity to tackle other areas of your life. Master your mindset and mental toughness. My mind was my biggest enemy, constantly feeding me lies that I wasn't good enough, that I'd never make it. And guess what? I believed it. I let those thoughts control me, and it nearly broke me. But here's the thing. Mastering your mindset isn't just some motivational crap you hear on social media. It's not about telling yourself everything's fine when it's not. It's about getting brutally honest with yourself and taking control of the thoughts that are dragging you down. You see, your mind can either be your best friend or your worst enemy, and for a lot of you, it's the latter. It's that voice in your head that tells you to give up, that you're not worth it, that nothing's ever going to change. What changed for me? I stopped letting my mind run the show. I started challenging those negative thoughts, pushing back against the doubt, the fear, the self-pity. You don't need to be a superhero or some monk meditating on a mountain to master your mindset. You just need to start where you are, right now. Start by recognizing that the way you think shapes your reality. The more you let negative thoughts take over, the more you stay stuck. But when you start pushing back, even just a little, you'll notice the shift. Your mind becomes a tool, something you can use to build yourself up instead of tearing yourself down. Create a ruthless routine. I'm not talking about some Instagram-worthy, aesthetically pleasing morning ritual. I'm talking about a schedule that is so tight, so relentless, that it leaves no room for your old habits to creep back in. You need to fill your days with purpose. Get up at the same time every morning, no excuses. Hit the gym even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Focus on your goals, whether it's school, work, or a side hustle. Make every single hour count, but don't get it twisted. This isn't about burning out or grinding until you drop. It's about setting up a framework that keeps you moving forward, even on the days when you feel like giving up. Trust me, those days will come. You'll want to skip a workout, sleep in, or just waste time on your phone. That's when your routine saves you. It becomes automatic, like muscle memory, pushing you through the tough times because you've built the habit of doing what needs to be done. No matter how you feel, when you first start, it's going to suck. Your mind will resist, your body will ache, and you'll hate every second of it. But that's how you know it's working, because the old you, the one who screwed up, will fight to stay in control. You need to be stronger. So ask yourself, are you ready to create a routine that's going to unfuck your life? If you are, then start now. Don't wait for tomorrow, or next week, or for when you feel ready. Start today, right now, and don't stop. Because the moment you do, the old you will try to take back control. And you can't let that happen. Not if you want to win. Reflect on the progress. If you don't take a moment to look back and see how far you've come, you're going to miss the victory that's right in front of you. When I finally took a breath and looked at where I started compared to where I was now, it was a game changer. It was like I was seeing my journey from a new perspective. All those little victories that felt insignificant at the time, they added up. Start by setting aside time to truly reflect. Look at your goals, the obstacles you've faced, and the progress you've made. Don't just skim over it. Really dig in. Write it down if you need to. Break it down. Look at the small victories and how they've contributed to your bigger goals. This isn't about patting yourself on the back for every little thing, but acknowledging that progress is happening, even if it's slower than you'd like. Understand this: self-improvement is a marathon, not a sprint. You're building a new life, one small step at a time, and every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. All right, bro, that's how you pull yourself out of the gutter and start winning in life. If you're ready to stop making excuses and start making moves, hit that subscribe button now. We're building a brotherhood of men who refuse to settle for mediocrity. This is your chance to turn your life around with us. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Welcome to the squad, where we turn potential into power and dreams into reality. Let's keep the momentum going.